Hello, I'm Kevin Steele. I'm going to be your instructor for IT630 User Interface Design. What I wanted to do today is take just a few minutes to kind of go over the syllabus and syllabus review so we don't have to use class time for that and we can kind of get to down to things. So watch this and then bring your questions if you have any to class. I'll open it for just a quick discussion and then we'll move right on. There's me again. Kind of a little awkward to be seeing in two places, but about me, I'm a distance learning and training consultant full-time here at Valparaiso University. I work in the Office of Information Technology. So my full-time job is not teaching, but it is working in IT. So happy to be joining you today. I have my degrees are listed here on the screen. My biggest one is my doctoral level EDS degree in educational technology. Prior to joining the university, I was a high school and middle school classroom teacher teaching technology and science. So I have a master's degree in curriculum and instruction, and you'll see I started out with my bachelor's degree in elementary education. So it's kind of been a road for me to get to IT. A good one, but still nonetheless. My contact information is listed here. Kevin.steele@valpo.edu is my preferred method of communication, but my phone number, my office phone number, is listed there. Your Valpo email will be your official means of communication for any type of class cancellations or announcements for class. If I'm trying to answer a question for everybody, I'll send that out via Valpo. And we'll talk about where to place that so that it all gets to the right place in a minute. My office hours are by appointment only, so you'll have to schedule those in my Google Calendar. So in Google Calendar, there's a find a time feature, and what you need to do is invite me to the meeting, then use find a time, and then you'll be able to see my calendar compared to your calendar to see when the openings are. Please give me about 10 or 15 minutes between appointments, and please schedule them well in advance, usually like at least a day. Don't try to show up an hour later, because sometimes I'm here, sometimes I'm not. So if I know I don't have an appointment, I'll run out and run some errands across campus that I need to do, because my job in IT takes me all over the place. So that's the best way to make sure that I'm seated in my chair when you drop by. There is a tutorial video on how to make an appointment with me in your course tutorials folder on Schoology, where you're also finding this video. So in there you'll be able to see that. So when you need it, the video is there. All course materials are going to be posted in Schoology, so you will need to register yourself for a student account at Schoology.com. You're going to use the course code RQT6F-RPWS6. So you'll see it right there on the screen. There is one change you need to make, and that is you need to change under My Account. You need to change your time zone settings from Greenwich Mean Time to Central Time, Chicago Central Time. If you don't do this, what happens is your due dates look like they are about 6 hours later than they actually are. So you could end, if you're going to the line on assignments, you could end up turning assignments in late, which is not what you want to do, because you'll see in a few slides there's a penalty for that. So the first thing you should do is register for a student account, use that code to join the course, and then if you already have a course, you're just going to go to courses and join, and then you can add that in there and then change your time zone settings immediately. Again, in your course tutorials, there is a video on how to do that as well that I've made for you. Now I use it for my general studies class, but it does still apply to you. There are 2 required texts for this class. Your ISBN numbers are there, so if you need to pause the video and write those down, that would be a good practice for you. The UI is communication, how to design intuitive user-centered interfaces by focusing on effective communication. It's probably one of the longer titles. The book is very good though. And then the design of everyday things. So you can order those through the bookstore. I've placed those in the bookstore just recently, so they might be a little late in getting them in, or you can order them on Amazon or any of the discount bookstores online that you might be using. Attendance for class is mandatory. 2 missed classes are allowed without any penalties. On your 3rd missed absence is a 10% reduction in your final grade. Each additional absence beyond that will be reduced by another 10% for each additional absence. So you can see those will quickly add up. If there is an extenuating circumstance where you know you'll need to be out or find yourself needing to be out, please contact me immediately, and then we'll see if we can figure something out for you to make up work in discussions. So the other thing, technology in class must be used for class. You don't want to, please don't distract yourself or those around you while in class. I know it's tempting. I have a whole bunch of tabs open on my screen now that you can't see, but that are equally as distracting.
I got some safety tips that you gotta know, and trust me, it's something that you wanna hear. So honey, sip your lips and enjoy the show before we move into the stratosphere. Yeah. So won't you buckle your seatbelt, put it on tight, and keep your in that chair until we turn off that light. Turn your electrical devices off as fast as you can. And whatever you do, don't make me ask you again. So
Your late assignments, any late assignment will be reduced by 25% after grading. Over a week late, it's 0 points. If it's a discussion post, it's an automatic 0, because discussion posts are meant to be interactive, and if you're posting late or responding late, those are done at that time, so people don't generally go back, so you've kind of missed the boat there. So that will be, so make sure you're on time with any discussion posts we have for this course. This will be the only time I tell you not to recycle, but please do not recycle any of your old papers. The idea here is that you should be learning new things all the time, not recycling old topics. Don't take the lazy way out. These do get caught by SafeAssign, so you will have to upload. Any written assignments will be uploaded to both Schoology and Blackboard. Blackboard is just simply for turning in for SafeAssign. So SafeAssign will catch those and tell me that it is yours or another student. And then you will get an automatic 0 on that assignment. So please make sure that you're not recycling work. Your Valpo email address is your official means of communication, so check it daily to make sure there's no changes to the course schedule or class cancellations, anything like that. I will also make announcements that way when I'm done grading and things like that. What most students don't realize is that outside work requirements for every credit hour usually require 4 to 5 hours for every hour of class meeting. So since it might be a 3 credit hour class, you can expect to spend up to 15 hours a week for this class working on outside class requirements and projects. Lynda.com is an online resource library that is available to you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. It's included in your tuition. It's at valpo.edu/r/Lynda right there. There are thousands of technology topics in there. I use Lynda all the time. So when a client here at the university asks me, well, how do I do this in Adobe Acrobat, and I haven't used it, well, then I go in and I pull up Lynda, pull up Adobe's training, and then I go to the section. So they're all chaptered in sections. You can save them for later. You can make playlists. Really cool tool, especially for MSIT students.
I have neither given
or received,
nor have I tolerated
others' use of unauthorized aid.
In essence, the Honor Code is basically a system that's established at the university where students agree to hold each other accountable and to act with honesty in all of the work that they do for the university. So it's basically vowing not to cheat, not to sort of try to skip the work that would be involved in being a student at Valparaiso University.
If you believe that you may have a disability that might require accommodation for you to successfully complete the class, you're going to want to contact Sherry DeMick at extension 6956. She is the Director of Disability Support Services. If there's any question about that, please give Dr. DeMick a call, and she'd be happy to assist you with that. There's also the academic support available to you in the Graduate Tutoring Lab, Writing Center, Language Resource Center, Academic Success Center, and there are more details about this printed in your syllabus. So if you're interested in a little bit more information, that's where you might find something like that. In addition, you'll have your student outcomes, your program outcomes will all be listed in there. I will hand out in class separately a course schedule, which will outline what is due on what day and what we'll be talking about and what the lectures will. So we're going to kind of hybrid the course as far as lecture, flipped learning environment goes, and so we'll be working a lot on projects. So make sure you bring materials for your projects to work in class. You will be working together, so make sure that you are interactive, but you will be responsible for your own materials. If you have questions, I know this tends to always be negative because it's all policy, but I promise you I'm not like that. Please make sure if you have questions that you contact me. Otherwise, we'll look forward to seeing you on the first day of class. Thanks.